So Neptune entered Aries in 1861, the exact year the American Civil War began, and historians and astrologers alike note that this overlap is unusually precise. The war's first shots at Fort Sumter occurred within roughly a day of Neptune's ingress into Aries, creating one of the clearest historical examples of a major conflict aligning with this transit. The timing was shockingly exact. According to multiple analyses, Neptune entered Aries on April 13, 1861, just after 3 p.m., about 34 hours after Confederate forces fired on Fort Sumter and Union troops surrendered. This is one of the closest historical alignments between a major generational transit and a national crisis. Neptune equals ideals, spirituality, collective dreams. Aries equals war, identity, conflict, assertion. When combined, astrologers describe this as spiritual war or idealistic aggression, a period when people fight for a cause they believe is morally or spiritually justified, a dissolving of old identities and the birth of new ones. This symbolism matches the Civil War's ideological intensity. The North framed abolition as a moral crusade, battle hymn of the Republic. The South framed secession as a sacred defense of its way of life. The Civil War as a Neptune and Aries event. Astrologers highlight several things from the 1861 to 1875 Neptune Aries period. War fought over the meaning of individual personhood. Enslaved people's status as individuals with rights was the central moral question. The rise of heroic, almost mythic figures, generalists like Robert E. Lee and Ulysses S. Grant, became near spiritual icons. A national struggle for unity. Neptune symbolizes unity, Aries symbolizes conflict. The Civil War was literally a fight to preserve the Union. A surge in spiritualism and mysticism, the 1860s saw a boom in seances, mediumship, and belief in contacting the dead, another classic Neptune signature. So, why is transit considered so important? Astrologers often point to the Civil War as a definitive historical example of Neptune and Aries because the ingress aligned almost exactly with the outbreak of war. The war's ideological and moral fervor matches Neptune's symbolism. The conflict reshaped national identity and Aries' theme. The fight centered on unity versus division, Neptune's domain. This is why many modern astrologers are watching the 2025 2039 Neptune and Aries transit closely, noting the historical parallel.